Hello and welcome to the top 10 heart characters as chosen by you guys, the BBS community. Before I begin, I want to thank all of you for voting these past few weeks for your favorite characters in the game, and know that I will be doing this again eventually. With that said, here are you guys' picks for the top 10 heart characters in Bleach Brave Souls.
あんたを一人にはさせねえ。孤独なのは俺だけで十分だ。
But wait, Martin, you said top 10, this is number 9, why? Calm yourself, Jimmy. There were actually 2 characters tied for number 9 on the list, and because of that, you will get 2 number 9s instead of a number 10. The first number 9 is White Day Stark. Stark is a lot of people's favorite espada, including myself, so it's no surprise that this variation of Stark would be on the list. This Stark is tied for the second highest SP for a heart character, and he has a boosted soul trait of plus 25 strong attack damage. This actually makes Stark's strong attacks the hardest hitting strong attacks in the entire game when it comes to heart characters. He also has a hollow killer, and he's got a pretty rare style normal attack that starts off as melee and ends in range, making a normal attack damage build for this character fun, though not recommended. That said, aside from his rare normal attack and his boosted soul trait, this character is pretty basic. He's got pretty good range on his strong attacks and a full screen strong attack 3. I would prefer the status ailment, but he does hit pretty hard and he's a fun character to use.
残念だったな。終わりだ。ヘドが出る。
The second character to take 9th place is Ryu Kinoshita, who escapes me every time. He's not only a popular character, but he's one of the more useful heart characters in the whole game, even though these days he's mostly used as a link. He has a human affiliation, meaning he has no killer weakness, and he has one of the highest attacks in the game, as well as a plus 50 bruiser and a 20% damage reduction link. Ryukin is also ranged, and his final attack in his normal attack string has a 360% mag, making it super deadly if it hits one opponent. All this, along with his Soul Reaper killer, makes him one of the best characters to auto with. Caleb also gave Ryukin a 160% mag strong attack 3, which would deal a decent amount of damage if his SP wasn't so low. But unfortunately it is, meaning that his strong attacks are only really useful for breaking guard, and his special, while it is full screen, also doesn't do that much damage, meaning it's only useful for weakening attack. Still, he is one of the better heart characters, and hopefully he'll be in step-ups this year.
行くぞ！
At number 8, we have Ichigo Kurosaki, Movie 1 Edition, who, even though I don't have, I actually really like that they didn't do the black Getsuga on this one, and instead switched it out with the blue one. This Ichigo has the highest SP of any heart character, as well as a boosted 14% strong attack recharge link. He also has Frenzy, and the range on his strong attacks is really good, even though his strong attack 3 isn't full screen. Because of this range and his boosted link, he's a great character to take in any PvE. That said, he doesn't do so well in PvP, as he has a hollow killer, which is pretty much useless in PvP right now, and even though he has a decent attack, once he uses his strong attacks, the normal attack is pretty much useless for PvP. Still, even though he was a movie character, it was nice to see another original Bankai Ichigo, since it's looking like they're not going to remake him. And with him being the protagonist, I can see why a lot of people like him.
行こう。 とどめと行くぜ。
At number 7 on the list, we have another Stark, this one being dual-wielding Sword Stark, who has an exceptionally high attack, as well as a plus 20 normal attack damage link and a plus 40 bruiser. This Stark also has a Soul Reaper killer, which is currently the best killer to have, and is a major upgrade from his predecessor who had a Captain Killer. Another difference from OG Stark is that this one is not ranged. Instead, he uses his 2 swords for a melee attack with exceptional range and speed, making him pretty good for autoing. Stark also has pretty cool strong attacks, though they don't do that much damage, but they're still good for breaking guard, as they have pretty good range. His strong attack 1 is a lunge attack, his strong attack 2 makes swords rain from the sky, and his strong attack 3 encompasses a really wide area. From his special to his normal attacks to his strong attacks, Caleb really did a good job making this character a cool looking character, and thanks to his normal attacks range and speed, he's also very usable. As I mentioned, he is a lot of people's favorite espada, so I'm glad he made it on this list twice.
地獄から逃げられるのはただ一人。この鈴虫本体を握る者だけだ。
At number 6, we have the former captain of Squad 9, Kaname, the good one version. Honestly, I'm surprised this character isn't much higher on the list, seeing as he's one of the best heart characters and characters in general right now. He has a super high SP as well as frenzy, and the best killer in the game, the Soul Reaper killer, and he can inflict a debilitating weakening on everything he does, which if inflicted not only makes the attack of the enemy 1, but also decreases their defense, allowing you to deal a lot more damage. Tozen is actually the best character for weakening right now, as his strong attacks hit so many times, drastically increasing the chance of inflicting the weakening and increasing the combo like crazy, allowing you to deal even more damage. Because of all of this, Kaname is one of the best characters you can take right now in any PvE, especially guild quests, because as I mentioned before, his strong attacks are perfect for increasing the combo, and his strong attack 2 is a crawling vortex move, which is the best thing any character can have for guild quests, and it's exceptionally better for Kaname, since it can inflict weakening. Kaname also has a great special. It's full screen and it guarantees weakening, which along with his plus 40 devastation makes his special deal a lot more damage. For a second there it did look like they were starting to remake all the captains from the Rukia rescue arc, but they have since stopped. Still, I'm glad that they managed to get this character out, as he is currently one of the most useful characters in the whole game. At number 5 on the list, we have White Ichigo Fully Holified Edition, whose design is one of the coolest in the entire game, especially since you don't actually ever see him fight. He shows up, he fuses with Tenza Zangetsu, and they end up making White Zangetsu. Still, I'm really glad this is a character, even if they did kinda drop the ball. He has an Espada killer, which doesn't make any sense, and it's also pretty useless right now, and his link is one of the worst the game has to offer, though it can come in handy. For those of you who don't know, White Zangetsu is one of 2 characters that has the low stamina damage link. This lets him deal 30% more damage on anything, as long as his health is low enough. As I said, this link can come in handy, but the price to pay to use it is pretty high. Still, aside from that and his killer, this character is actually really fun, as he is a hybrid and has pretty cool looking strong attacks. Both the normal attacks and the strong attacks have really good range, and under the right condition, can deal a pretty good amount of damage, but sadly his link does have to be active for that. Still, Caleb did something extremely well with this character, and that's his special. Not only is it really cool looking, but it's also one of the best specials in the whole game, as it's not only full screen but can also inflict a debilitating burn. And if that weren't enough, this character has bombardment, meaning this special hits twice. Add a Tenshintai and you have a special dealing 4 times the damage that also inflicts debilitating burn. But wait, there's more, because if you remember, he also has that 30% damage link. So if you use his special while he's in low health, and he has a Tenshintai, that's an extra 120% damage from the original damage of the strong attack. I don't know if Caleb meant to give this character such a powerful special, but I'm certainly glad he has it, considering the rest of him isn't so great anymore.
行きましょう。
At number 4 on the list is Swimsuit Neliel, who a lot of you probably pulled over the last couple days. She is easily the best of the filler in the current swimsuit gacha, and she holds up extremely well. She has a really high SP as well as frenzy and a boosted strong attack recharge link. She also has a useful Arankar killer and pretty good range on her normal attack and her strong attacks. They're also some of the more creative strong attacks we've seen so far, as her strong attack 1 is her riding on a surfboard, her strong attack 2 is a bonfire including Donda Chaka and Peshe, and can inflict burn, and finally her strong attack 3 is just water and petals. Admittingly, that one isn't as creative, but it still looks nice. Her special is also creative. Sadly, it doesn't inflict as much damage as other specials, as she doesn't even have devastation, but it is full screen. Overall, this character holds up extremely well, and if you stack that boosted link, you can just spam the strong attacks. Unfortunately, her strong attack 2 doesn't make her immortal anymore, but that just makes it a regular strong attack. For those of you who don't know, as long as you didn't interrupt her strong attack 2, the animation pretty much made her immune from any damage. Sadly, Caleb recently rolled out an update that fixed this, but this character is still really good without it.
神死にの槍武闘連陣行くで
At number 3 on the list is Ginichimaru, Captain Edition, who personally, I don't get. Really, I don't get why so many people like this character. Is it that he lied for hundreds of years to get revenge for Rangiku? Or maybe people just like his personality? I honestly don't get it. but he is at number 3, and he is a really good character. He's got a really high SP as well as frenzy, and he has a very useful Soul Reaper killer. He also has great range on his strong attacks, and they're pretty instant to activate. Not only that, but his strong attacks along with his normal attack and his special all have a chance to inflict debilitating poison, making him a pretty useful boss killer. He also has a normal attack with an extra long string, and while each extra hit doesn't inflict that much damage, it does increase the chance of inflicting debilitating poison. All of this make him a really good character to take in PvE, and it used to make him really good for PvP. I'm sure he still takes some characters out, but as it stands, PvP is currently dominated by high attack characters, so all we can do is wait until SP characters dominate again.
せっかくの祭りじゃもっと楽しめ
At number 2 on the list is Yoruichi Shihoen, Halloween Edition, who is personally my favorite heart character and my favorite Yoruichi so far. Personal feelings aside, she is a great character. Like the other Yoruichis, she has extra flash steps and she has long strike, making her able to get from one area to another extremely fast. Yoruichi also has one of the highest attacks in the game, as well as a plus 40 bruiser and a boosted 25 Nadling. Her normal attack also has really great range and exceptional speed. This, along with the Arankar killer, makes her a great character to auto. But that's not all. Her strong attacks, while they don't deal that much damage, do have great range. They can also inflict debilitating paralysis, which is great especially for her strong attack 2, which is a vortex that surrounds her. This helps her increase the combo and also kinda doubles as a shield, because enemies around her aren't able to attack her. This character's abilities make her really good for PvE, and I am including guild quest in this. While she isn't good in absolutely every guild quest, her long stride and flash steps certainly help her clear the room faster. She's also pretty good in PvP, because if she inflicts paralysis, it's pretty much game over. Not gonna lie to you guys, when I first started this poll, for the first hour or so, this character was actually taking the lead. But the number 1 character has a tendency to just take things from your grasp. But before I show that character, here are a few characters that almost made it on the list. Seriously, giving any of these guys about 5 more votes, they would have actually ended up on this list. It was that close.
さっさとやっちゃうからね真っ白アタック挽回水無月雑境はこれにておしまい
And at number 1 is Yachiru Hana, who is the character that's been number 1 the most on my list. I was thinking that maybe a popularity contest would fix that, but sure enough, there is no stopping this Retsu. She is people's favorites for a very good reason. She currently has the 2nd highest attack in the game and 1st highest for heart characters, and she has poise and flurry. That by itself would have made her an exceptional character in PvP, but no, that wasn't enough. Caleb also gave her a strong attack 2 that's a heal move, a damage reduction soul trait, and a special that has the chance to instantly take out the opponent. Not only that, it also heals the entire team 60%, because why wouldn't it? That makes this Retsu the best character in PvP right now, though she does have some characters that can take her out, and a great character to take in PvE, as she not only deals the damage, but also reduces the damage, and her healing moves make her a great team player. While a lot of us are tired of seeing her in PvP, she is still a character that every one of us wants to have, and she's absolutely a great character to have for autoing. It's honestly no surprise that she's the number 1 most popular heart character. Once again, I want to thank you guys for voting on these lists, as I couldn't have made these videos without you guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more of Top 10 lists.